Ever since I was little, I've never cared for a whole lot of people telling me what to do. In fact, whenever anyone tried to tell me to do something different from how I taught myself, like, I don't know, how to hold a pencil, instead of getting their wanted outcome, they would probably just get a death stare. My parents learned that for my own satisfaction, they needed to let me try to do and figure out things on my own. While over the years, this attitude has given me a good and strong sense of independence, it's also caused a few problems here and there. At my old school, when I was about 3 years old, I was moved from the little kids' room to the bigger kids' room. In the bigger kids' room, at some point in the day, the 5- and 6-year-olds, like the girl in the tie-dye shirt or the boy picking his nose, were supposed to teach the 3- and 4-year-olds like me practical life and basic skills like pouring and tying your shoelaces. I, of course, hated the idea of someone else, especially one of my own classmates, bossing me around, so naturally I told them that they weren't the boss of me, and proceeded to do my own work. This became a recurring problem, me proclaiming my independence and leaving the older kids with no job, so my teacher had to have a word with my mom. He told her about the situation, and that's when my mom had to give me the talk. You know, the one about how being independent can be good, but not when other people are trying to help you improve and better yourself. This conversation put an end to the whole "you're not the boss of me" phase, and I reluctantly let the older kids help me improve on these necessary skills. So fast forward to only a couple months later, where I'm just starting to pick out my own clothes. Keep in mind that for me, this would mean that I would only wear my favorite outfits, which happen to be skirts or dresses, 24/7. So this one day, my mom and I are walking out of the house to go to school, and she realizes that allowing me to dress myself that day was probably not such a great idea. She looked at me, and the first thing that she said was, "Brooke DeLaughter, it's 30 degrees outside, and you decided to wear a sundress with sandals?" And I said, "Yeah." She, of course, gave me the opportunity to change into pants, but I, being less concerned with the weather and more concerned about whether or not my dress matched my ribbons, declined her offer. Instead of forcing me to change out of my dress, my mom decided to teach me a lesson. And after about 4 days of being cold and stubborn, I finally put on a jacket and some of these really thick tights so I could wear my dress and still learn my lesson. Over the years, I've been able to turn this sense of independence into leadership skills. At the beginning, I had my mind completely set on doing things by myself and telling others how things needed to be done for my own satisfaction. Now, from time to time, I am still guilty of doing this, but I'm able to do so in a much nicer and less controlling manner, and will typically do things for the benefit of other people, not just myself. I enjoy taking leadership in group projects, and in cases where I know my input will better the situation. Being independent has made me a stronger person in the sense that I'm not afraid to do things on my own, and I typically don't hesitate to try new things, even if I'm scared or if no one else is doing it. In the situations I had when I was younger, my mom was the one who knew how to guide me and inform me about what was right and what was wrong. I like to think that over the years, I've gained most of my sense of independence from her because I see how hard she works every day to support the both of us. She has shown me not only how to take care of myself, but also how to care for and look out for other people. Independent people are usually seen as closed-minded and extremely stubborn, and while I admit that sometimes I can also be both of those, if you were to compare 3-year-old me to my current self, a lot has changed. While I still very much enjoy doing things on my own, I've become more open to the opinions and positive influences from other people and will ask for help when I feel it's needed the most. Thank you.